Ever felt like you've run out of road? With the right fuel, you can go further.
It is Christmas Eve. Hello, good evening and welcome to News 360, live from our studio here at Adesawe Kanda in Accra. I am Martin Asiedu Date.
And I am Grace Hamwa Ajiman. Coming up tonight.
News 360 Headlines is brought to you by
Flamingo Paint,
Pepsodent Charcoal and Pepsodent Herbal, EcoBank.
Inspector General of Police Christian Tete Yehuno assures the public of maximum police protection during the Yuletide and beyond.
Also in the bulletin, Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority DVLA suspends rollout of its new license plates originally scheduled for January 2, 2026.
Later in the bulletin, Education Minister Haruna Idrisu says Get Fund will release additional funds to improve school infrastructure in the coming year.
And in business tonight, International Monetary Fund flags $214 million loss in Ghana's gold for reserve scheme and sustainability concerns.
On the foreign front, United States government concludes a series of new health cooperation agreements with 9 African nations. We are live around the world on 3news.com, and you can always be a part of the show. Let's hear from you on the many stories we have for you tonight. And we are starting from issues regarding security, especially around this time. The personnel of the Ghana Armed Forces on the 24th of December 2025, which is today, removed Alhaji Seydou Abagre from Boko in line with the recommendations of the Otumfuo Asantehene Osei II's mediation report on the Boko conflict. Authorities have confirmed that Alhaji Bagre is safe and currently under the care of the security agencies. The move is part of ongoing efforts to ensure peace and stability in the Boko area following prolonged tensions. The Interior Minister, Muntaka Mohamed Mubarak, issued a statement confirming the action, emphasizing that the welfare of all parties involved remains a priority. The Ghana Armed Forces continue to work closely with security agencies and community leaders to maintain calm and facilitate a peaceful resolution of the conflict. And this happened a few minutes ago, where as part of efforts to ensure long-lasting peace returns to Boko, the man who has been taken some time ago, Alhaji Seydou Bagre, was installed as a chief, a rival chief in Boko, and that in itself caused some tension. On the back of that, we are told that he has been removed, that's the word government used, removed from Boko as part of the recommendations made by the Otumfuo Committee.
Let's do some other stories now. The Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority, DVLA, has suspended the rollouts of its new license plates originally scheduled for January 2, 2026. Its Chief Executive Officer, Julius Nikwe Kote, says the suspension is occasioned by the failure to secure the necessary amendment to the Road Traffic Regulations 2012 LI 2180, which specifies the concerns and format of vehicle plates.
At a news conference, the Chief Executive Officer of the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority, DVLA, Julius Nikwe Kote, explained that while Parliament successfully amended the Road Traffic Act 2004, Act 683, the specific provisions contained in LI 2180 were not passed before Parliament went on recess on Friday, December 19, 2025. He noted that until the legislative requirements are fully settled, the authority cannot proceed with the rollout of the new RFID embedded license plates. The new vehicle registration number plates have been designed to incorporate modern technology, including radio frequency identification (RFID), to promote traceability and enhance road safety. As a result, the DVLA has extended the use of vehicles currently operating with departure from port (DP) stickers and DV plates until further notice.
We have given extension to all DP stickers to operate with other announcements. The same applies to DV, that is the defective vehicle plate, to also be used. Then, any company or individual who wishes to register can also do so in 2026. Just that you must be mindful of the fact that when the new ones are being rolled out, you'll be compelled to change and pay again. That is it.
Meanwhile, the Vehicle Enforcement Association of Ghana, VEMAG, has filed an injunction at the High Court in Accra, seeking to restrain the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority, DVLA, from rolling out a digital or any new vehicle number plate registration system beginning January 2026. The suit was filed by Beminco Enforcement Limited and 26 other plaintiffs, all members of the Vehicle Enforcement Association of Ghana, VEMAG. However, the Chief Executive Officer of the DVLA says the authority is innocent of all accusations.
Julius Nikwe Kote, CEO of DVLA, I have not cancelled or signed any new contract with regards to the new number plate. These VEMAG people came to me that they've been working with the authority and then they want to be part of it. And I said, oh, that's no problem. You guys went into tender with a gentleman who operates a company called Omel. So he's part of you. You went to the same tender with him. If he's won the contract and you want to do it, better go and meet him and then do what? Have a discussion with him. So you're surprised. The one who won the contract is saying that he is willing to welcome the people coming to do the RFID. And those who never won the contract have rather gone to court. And we'll meet them in court.
The DVLA is confident of rolling out its pending RFID license plate next year after the resolution of all outstanding issues. Stanley Niblew, TV3 News, Accra.
Now, with just a day to Christmas, consumers trooped to Accra's Central Business District for last-minute shopping. From heavy vehicular traffic to price fluctuations, both traders and customers are making the most of the final hours of the holiday. Grace Hamo-Ajiman has more on this report.
The Christmas rush is here. The Central Business District of Accra choked with traders and shoppers. From Makola to Rollins Park, shoppers are on a mission, buying clothes, food items, decorations and gifts for Christmas, but not without the unpleasant congestion.
Any watches, any Christmas hats, a channel. What do you mean?
You can't even tell whether there are some ghosts amongst us. The whole place is too crowded.
Some just come to work and don't buy anything. Those who won't buy should not come.
And for some traders, the bigger the crowd, the better the sales.
People are buying. Everything is okay in the market. I wouldn't lie to you. Compared to the previous year, this one is better.
But not everyone is cashing in.
The market is not good at all. The market is not good at all. They have been coming to town, choking Mokola, but they are not buying for us. They will come and order our things, when you call them the price, they will leave you. They are not buying. The things are not expensive.
With pavement overflowing, many pedestrians were forced onto the road, slowing down traffic.
Traffic in the annuity. Obedi traffic ma would have been able to me for be a cost second now with 50 Ghana.
The traffic jam is very frustrating, and all of that adds to how much we charge.
Also with me,
Despite the congestion, the mood remains festive as the Christmas season also means increased income for many traders. The season most of you have been waiting for is finally here. But while the shopping experience might be unpleasant because of the vehicular and human traffic here, well, let's just say it is just for the season. Come in, get what you want, and you go out. And that is how you survive in the Central Business District. Grace Hamwajiman, TV3 News, Makola, Accra. Martin, have you done your shopping already?
Not yet.
You go and face
no, I want the traffic to go down before we go to town. Yeah. Well, we have more news for you, still relating to the festive period. And the Ghana Road Transport Union, GPRTU, is urging the public to report to the police any transport operator found charging exorbitant fares. Despite repeated warnings, some drivers continue to flout the rules, and union insists that the law must deal firmly with these offenders.
Some members of the public have been complaining about the arbitrary increase in transport fares. This prompted Accra Metropolitan Chief Executive to warn that recalcitrant drivers will be dealt with for overcharging passengers. Industrial Relations Officer of the GPRTU, Abbas Imoru, says the union welcomes the arrest and prosecution of drivers caught extorting commuters with high fares.
Imagine you send your child to school. The child is with this 60 days coming back to either Achimata or La Paz. Just for any vehicle which comes says La Paz, 10 cedis, Achimata, 10 cedis. Do you expect this child to walk back home? If about 6 drivers has been arrested, we welcome it. Maybe that will show us a deterrent to others.
Some drivers in Accra, however, blamed heavy traffic and the shortage of vehicles for the situation.
We charge the normal fare, we don't charge overdrive fare. For example, we have 4 bus stops, Dowenya, Chopoli, and Sege Kase. We reduce the fare 35 up to Sege. So Kase and corridor is 40. But as at its first months, we are taking 42, the normal fare. We have about 98 stations in this year. So I don't think the welfare chairman will allow anybody to charge overdrive fare.
The drivers, sometimes they bring empty buses from the place they're from. They came there, they put some small money on top. We, our buses, we don't put any money on top. The same fare we are taking.
Meanwhile, GPRTU Industrial Relations Officer Abbas Imoru noted that with the legalization of the Okada business, the union would welcome any rider who wishes to join.
Well, they are supposed to join any society, any union of their choice. So if they decide to join GPRTU, they are welcome. They decide to join cooperatives, concern any, or they decide also to group themselves and register as transport operators, it is also allowed. For GPRTU, we are the leading transport operators. We have the technical know-how. We could even allow some of them to join us at our stations. That would be privilege to them if they join GPRTU.
Let's just stay with the festive season and talk security, because the Inspector General of Police, Christian Tesayonu, has assured the public of maximum police protection during the Yuletide and beyond. Speaking at the Ghana Police Service Carol Service, the IGP said adequate nationwide police deployment has been made to ensure the safety of lives and property throughout the festive season.
Personnel of the Ghana Police Service, drawn from several departments, converged on the forecourt of the Police Administration block to observe the annual Police Carol Service, the first to be held in the last 4 years. The event was attended by the Inspector General of Police, Christian Teteyonu, members of the Police Management Board, POMAB, and senior officers, choir groups from the Police CID, Police Hospital, Police Wives Association, Police Ladies Association, and the National Police Service performed various carol renditions in celebration of the festive season. Scriptures were intermittently read, with the Inspector General of Police, Christian Teteyonu, reading the 9th and final scripture. In his Christmas message, the IGP reiterated the service's commitment to protecting citizens. He added that police presence has been strengthened nationwide to provide security before, during, and after the Yuletide.
We owe the good people of this country undiluted and loyal services. I wish to inform the members of the public that adequate number of officers and men have been deployed nationwide to ensure incident-free and safe Christmas season. Patrols will be intensified both day and night in the cities, towns, and our roads. All security-connected information are to be relayed to the nearby police station for a prompt response.
A representative of the clergy emphasized the need for both Christians and Muslims to look beyond individual faith and coexist peacefully in the collective effort to protect the nation.
It sends a powerful message that despite our different faith tradition, we stand united in the service, discipline, and commitment to peace in Ghana. For us as Muslims, Jesus is a noble messenger of God who was sent with a message of mercy, justice, humility, love for humanity. These values are not only Christian values, they are universal values. And they are also deeply rooted in my faith.
The Police Carol Service ended on a note of unity, reflection, and renewed commitment to public safety. Stanley Nibleu, TV3 News, Accra.
Stay with security issues, and the Western Regional Command of the Ghana Police Service is assuring residents and tourists in the capital, which is the Sekondi Takoradi area, of heightened security presence this festive season. Regional Commander DCOP Frank Abrokwa says that the police have deployed personnel and logistics in four-pronged approach to ensure public safety and order this Christmas. Abraham Mensah reports.
This is how Christmas is celebrated in Sekondi Takoradi. Thousands of residents and tourists revel in the annual Masquerade Festival. Anticipating even larger crowds this year, the police intend to address potential security threats through a four-pronged strategy: highway patrols, traffic management and intracity patrols, surveillance of beaches and religious events, and most importantly, increased police visibility and checks at the Masquerade Festival grounds. Western Regional Police Commander DCOP Frank Abrokwa explained further.
We designed our plan, our operational plan, in such a way that we are taking care of all these situations. We expect the central business district to be choked, human traffic. So we have both patrol officers and men in vehicles to control these crowds, as well as the beaches. We have people there to ensure that people the celebrants, they come home safe.
DCOP Abrakwa urged the public to take their personal security seriously while the police diligently play their part.
As you set out to go and enjoy yourselves, please be sure or make sure that your home is secured. Doors should be locked, taps should be locked, and Malis, when you're going to church, let us make sure that we have some security officers at home, or at least there are some people who take care of our properties back home.
There is certainly no other place worth celebrating this Christmas than Sekondi Takoradi. Over 80 masquerade clubs are gearing up for a competition of colors and costumes, dance and other performing arts this festive season. Abraham Mensah, TV3 News, Takoradi.
And more than 100 police personnel have been promoted to various ranks by the Inspector General of Police, the Police Management Board, and the Police Council. The promotions were announced this afternoon and recognize officers who have rendered exceptional service towards crime reduction across the country.
Beneficiaries include personnel from the Inspector General of Police's Special Operations Team and the Special Investigative Task Force commissioned by President John Dramani Mahama to probe the 2020 and 2024 election-related violence, which resulted in the loss of 8 lives. In addition, 40 officers who died in the line of duty between 2023 and 2025 were posthumously promoted. At the decoration ceremony, Inspector General of Police Christian Tete Yohunu justified the promotions, describing them as a reward for dedication, sacrifice and professionalism.
In a year where we have lost 20 personnel in the fight against crime, they died in line of duty. It is very important to reward those who still fight, irrespective of what their colleagues have gone through.
Second in command of the Election Violence Investigative Task Force, Chief Superintendent of Police John Kweku Lodonu pledged the team's commitment to unravel unresolved cases and revive investigations that have gone cold.
Some of these incidents happened even before the election, but we were able to bring these cases back to life. We have succeeded in arresting suspects who are currently standing trial. Some are still on bail as we try to gather evidence and get them arraigned before court. We are not going to end our efforts. We will do more. We will go after the suspect. We will unravel all the cases assigned to us and bring all the perpetrators to justice.
Leadership of the IGP Special Operations Team was represented by DSP Bawa Abdul Jalil, Superintendent of Police Augustine Dawson Amwa, and Superintendent Karim Mahama. They highlighted the task force achievements, including the fight against illegal mining, the restoration of peace in Gbinyuri, and the crackdown on illicit drug peddling in Tamale.
People are making reference to the IGP Special Operations whenever it comes to the issue of Galamsey. Even though there's 9 months today, yet people still say the IGP Special Operations Team kudos to us and they need us. We promise we will continue to make sure that the Special Operations Team, wherever our services is needed, we will make sure that we deliver to keep the country safe until we say we are going on retirement.
The promotions have significantly boosted morale among personnel of the Ghana Police Service. Stanley Niblew, TV3 News, Accra.
And obviously a lot has happened in the security front, but let's shift our attention now to health-related subjects. And Chief Executive Officer of the Komfanochi Teaching Hospital, Dr. Pakwesi Beidu, has clarified that the Heal Komfanochi project has not been abandoned, contrary to public speculation. The project, he says, was temporarily halted to allow for an internal assessment and audit following the assumption of office of the new management and board.
The Komfanochi Teaching Hospital is Ghana's second largest teaching hospital,
CATH receives referrals from 12 of the 16 regions, a move which underscores the hospital's critical role in Ghana's healthcare system. The Heal Komfanoche project is a flagship initiative spearheaded by the Asantehene Otumfuo Seitu II, aimed at rehabilitating and modernizing the deteriorating infrastructure of the Komfanoche Teaching Hospital in Kumasi. The Chief Executive Officer of the Komfanoche Teaching Hospital, Dr. Pakwesi Beidu, explained that the decision to halt the project was necessary to ensure transparency, accountability, and value for money. Speaking at the launch of the hospital's 70th anniversary celebrations, he assured the public that the project would resume immediately after the board concludes deliberations on the audit report.
When you inherit a facility, you should know where it is, what has been done, what funds are available, who are creditors, who do we owe, and that's the state in which we are. In fact, we just took delivery of the audit report, but what I can assure you, the work will continue because it's so dear to the Otumfuo, the Asantehene, and once it's dear to him, as the new CEO, the board and management will see to its completion.
Dr. Pakwesi Beidu appealed to government, corporate institutions, and the general public to support the Heal Komfanoche Teaching Project to ensure its successful completion.
We cannot do it without the support of everybody, the government, corporate bodies, and individuals. And so we will use this opportunity as we celebrate our 70th anniversary. Let's help make this a reality. And together, I know you help us to deliver quality health service to Ghanaians. You never know when you become a patient. So in everything you do for the hospital, remember it could be you or me.
Chairman of the CATH board, Nana Professor Oheneba Boachie noted that the hospital's 70th anniversary provides an opportunity to strengthen governance through capacity building, infrastructure development, and innovation.
This 70th anniversary is therefore not merely a celebration of longevity, it is a call to action, a call to strengthen governance, invest in our people and infrastructure, embrace innovation, and deepen partnerships that will reposition Komfanoche Teaching Hospital to meet the healthcare needs of the next generation.
The anniversary is being celebrated under the theme, quote, 70 years of impacting lives, celebrating the past and repositioning for the future, unquote.
And the Education Minister Haruna Idris, who has announced that the Ghana Education Trust Fund, GET Fund, will release additional funds to support educational infrastructure across the country in the coming years. According to him, the funding is expected to address infrastructure deficits in schools, improve teaching and learning conditions, and promote smooth academic operations nationwide.
Infrastructure gaps continue to pose major challenges to education delivery in the country. In the 2026 budget, the Ministry of Finance allocated over 9 billion cedis to GET Fund to support its mandate. From 2026, GET Fund is also expected to disburse more than 100 million cedis, specifically for school infrastructure development. Announcing this, Education Minister Haruna Idris said the education sector will receive a significant boost, particularly in the area of classroom construction and rehabilitation.
John Dramani Mahama, an enduring legacy of his presidency, will be reaching out to the marginalized, vulnerable of learners with special needs. We are dedicating, and I'm told by Chief Director who represents us at the GET Fund, that an amount of 100 million Ghana cedis have been dedicated by GET Fund to support our new initiative of providing free education, including feeding, in all special and integrated schools across the country.
Meanwhile, the General Secretary of the Ghana National Association of Teachers, NAT, Thomas Tanko Musa, has called on government to establish a dedicated funding source for basic education. According to him, the basic level forms the foundation of the education system and requires sustained and targeted financial support.
Where we are now, we need to do everything to make sure that we get dedicated fund for basic education, so that the school feeding program will not suffer any challenge. Feeding our children at the SHS level, the schools, the free the free SHS will not suffer any challenge, including all the, the TLMs and all the material that we need to ensure that our children are well taught.
Musa acknowledged that the year 2025 has been challenging for the education sector, but commended teachers for their commitment and resilience. He also urged government to be prepared for negotiations on teachers' condition of service in the coming year.
Still watching News 360 on TV3. Stay with us. We have business, sports and entertainment coming up shortly.
And hello there, good evening and welcome to the business segment here on News 360. I am Michael Obodu. Now, a new report from the International Monetary Fund, IMF, has cast a shadow of Ghana's strategic gold buying program, revealing that the initiative incurred $214 million in losses during the first 9 months of 2025. While the newly established Ghana Gold Board was designed to formalize the artisanal mining sector and bolster national buffers, the IMF warns that the program now poses significant risk to the financial stability of the Bank of Ghana.
Operational costs and trading shortfalls from the Ghana Gold Board have been identified as the major drivers behind losses under the Bank of Ghana's Gold for Reserve program, which climbed to $214 million within the first 9 months of 2025. The disclosure is contained in the International Monetary Fund's 5th review report on Ghana's 3-year extended credit facility program, which flags the losses as a key downside risk to the country's broader stabilization agenda. According to the fund, the losses were largely driven by trading losses incurred under the artisanal and small-scale mining door gold transactions component of the program, as well as off-takers' fees linked to gold board operations. Aside from the reported losses, the IMF cautioned that the rapidly expanding scale of the program, particularly since the creation of Gold Board, could expose Ghana to heightened risk. Meanwhile, Gold Board has responded to this, indicating that while it values and appreciates feedback and constructive criticism, it is important to clarify certain misconceptions. According to the entity, it has made no losses, but has rather made significant profit or surplus under its gold trading program in the year 2025. It says unaudited financial statements of the Gold Board published on its website bear this fact out and indicates that the institution is set to declare more income surplus of not less than 600 million Ghana cedis for the year 2025.
The Chamber of Petroleum Consumers Ghana, COPEC, is urging government to properly resource Tema Oil Refinery Tor, saying its recent restart will only be meaningful if sustained.
Tor resumed operations last week after years of inactivity, processing around 28,000 barrels of crude a day, about a quarter of Ghana's fuel demand. But COPEC says the focus should now be on ensuring the refinery does not slip back into crisis.
We are happy that the young man put at Tema Oil Refinery understood the assignment that Ghana needs to get back to refining fuel in order that we can scale back on our import cover monthly.
Analysts agree the restart could ease Ghana's import burden and help stabilize prices at the pumps. Yet they caution that without consistent investment, the refinery may struggle to reach full capacity.
We are asking the finance minister to, as it were, give Ghanaians a better Christmas gift by putting some financing at the disposal of Tor, whilst ensuring that they are also not only sustainable, but they are very efficient in output.
For now, Tor is not yet at full operations. Industry watchers say the coming months will show whether this revival marks a lasting turnaround for Ghana's energy sector.
In a major pre-dawn strike on organized cybercrime, the Cybersecurity Authority, in collaboration with the National Security and the Ghana Police Service, apprehended 48 suspects during a high-stakes operation in the Dawenya Enclave in the Greater Accra region. The coordinated raid, which commenced at approximately 1:40 a.m. and concluded by 5 a.m. today, targeted 4 specific residential locations.
The and 2 females are believed to be Nigerian nationals, primarily linked to sophisticated online fraudulent schemes. The operation uncovered a digital boiler room equipped with high-speed connectivity and advanced hardware. Security officials retrieved a significant haul of equipment used to facilitate illicit activities, including 54 laptops, 39 mobile phones, 1 Starlink internet device, highlighting the use of satellite technology to bypass local tracking, and 8 MTN TurboNet routers. Preliminary investigations suggest the group was involved in a wide array of cyber-enabled crimes that have increasingly plagued the sub-region. In 2025, including romance scams, online investment fraud, impersonation, and illicit gold trading. While the operation successfully dismantled a major hub, the Cybersecurity Authority confirmed that one suspected ringleader, Austin Osas, popularly known as Austin, managed to evade arrest. Security agencies have intensified a manhunt for him and are calling on the public for any information regarding his whereabouts. This raid is the latest in a series of aggressive joint operations in 2025, following similar crackdowns in Tema and Dodowa, aimed at sanitizing Ghana's digital space and protecting both local and international victims.
And that'll be all for the business segment here on News 360. A Merry Christmas to you. We'll bring you updates now from the currency and the commodities market.
Welcome to the sports segment here on News360 with me, Oreku Ampofo. We begin with the Ghana Premier League, where Asante Kotoko ended a 4-game winless streak with a 2-0 win over 11 Wonders in Week 15 of the Ghana Premier League. That's the outstanding game for the Porcupine Warriors. The match that took place at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. Peter Miduakwa broke the deadlock in the 16th minute following a defensive error, while Johnson Owusu wrapped up the victory in stoppage time. The win boosts Kotoko's title chase, moving them to 3rd place, just a point behind leaders Aduana Stars. Meanwhile, 11 Wonders remain at the bottom of the table and continue to struggle in their fight to avoid relegation. Away from football, the Minister for Sports and Recreation, Kofi Adams, has constituted a 10-member committee to oversee the hosting and organization of the 24th African Senior Athletics Championship set to take place here in Accra. Ghana secured the hosting rights after a successful bid over Botswana during the Athletics Africa Congress held in Cameroon earlier this year. To ensure smooth preparations for the continental event, a local organizing committee has been inaugurated to manage key areas, including logistics, accommodation, transportation, venue readiness, and other final arrangements. The committee is chaired by Managing Director of Ghana Commercial Bank, Farian Al-Hassan, and includes notable members such as the President of the Ghana Athletics Federation, Baba Husseini, and Ko Tete from National Security, among others. Well, let's do some more here on the sports segment. And the Ghana Athletics Federation President Baba Husseini has expressed confidence that the newly inaugurated members possess the technical expertise and capability to successfully carry out their duties.
These are people that have tried and tested, people that have done similar things. So I'm not scared about the time limit. What is most important is the quality of the people that are on board. And I know we are going to deliver. A lot of work has been done behind the scenes because we knew that we were going to host and we knew that the inauguration will come out. So we started working with the University of Ghana, athletes accommodation, coaches accommodation, the technical team. We've done some work, but when the LOC is being inaugurated, we'll offload all.
Well, that was Baba Husseini. But before we go, let's bring you some updates on the ongoing Africa Cup of Nations. And today was a big day for Algeria, who began their campaign, and they were comfortable 3-0 victors over Kwesi Appiah's Sudan after Sudan had to play a majority of the game with a man down after receiving a red card in that game. Burkina Faso also earlier needed 2 goals in stoppage time to beat Equatorial Guinea 2-1. Amad Diallo's strike for Ivory Coast was enough as the reigning champions started with the victory over Mozambique. Later tonight, there's Cameroon versus Gabon as well. Or you can get updates of these games and more on our social media handles at 3sports. My name is Oreku Ampofo, and Merry Christmas in advance.
In my line of work, a confident smile is everything. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste keeps me on top of my game and ensures my smile is always radiant and bright.
With the tiring nature of my job, we spend several hours under the scorching sun. To keep our teeth white and our breath fresh all the time, we use none other than Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. You're on a Kessie and in a kit one.
Samayo Kendini, who be here, Semetra Sapapadia to Amame Manfo, Kel Charcoal's natural ingredients, and a bomb is a buying, a man is swing, Nesansu Mama Hotoso, a will beg you.
Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Choose Kel Charcoal Toothpaste for anti-cavity, whiter teeth, and fresher breath all day. Available in 80 gram and 150 gram. Grab yours
Well, good evening and welcome to the Entertainment News segment here on News 360. My name is Noella Donko. Now, the winner of Ghana's Most Beautiful 2025 at Tonam alongside her runner-ups, Asakia and Sika, have departed Ghana for Dubai, where they are expected to embark on a week-long tour. Now, during their stay, the GMB Queens are scheduled to visit several of Dubai's iconic and historical landmarks, including Dubai Museum, Jumeirah Mosque, the Jumeirah Beach, and the Mall of the Emiratis, among other notable attractions.
Aside from winning the ultimate crown, car and cash prize in October 2025, part of her reward package includes an all-expense-paid fun trip to Dubai as GMB Queen. On Wednesday, December 24th, Queen Etonam, together with her runner-ups, Asakia and Sika, received their travel passes for a Dubai experience, courtesy of Global Wings Travel and Tours. Together, the Queens say they are looking forward to an exciting and fun-packed week in Dubai.
Really excited to have this first-time Dubai experience, and what I am looking forward to is the underwater zoo tour. I can't wait to have that. I really love it. The belly dance also, of course, and then the desert safari, going to eat under the sky. I can't wait to have all these experiences. So thank you to Global Wings Travel and Tour for this opportunity, and of course, TV3 Ghana.
The Queens expressed their appreciation to TV3 and Global Wings Travel and Tours for making the trip possible.
Going to Dubai has always been on my bucket list, and I can't wait to experience sunboarding and then eating on the desert and taking all the nice pictures and the mall and all of that. And I'm really excited to be here with my sisters. And please, just for you to know, I am not homesick at all.
And we are clocking it. Clock it.
The group is expected to return home on Tuesday, December 30th.
So they are going to spend 7 days in Dubai. Today is the first day. The second day, they will be on the Marina cruise in Dubai. They will go to the desert safari and they'll have dinner under the sky in Dubai. After, they'll do full day Dubai tour. They'll do full day Abu Dhabi tour. They'll visit the aquarium and underwater zoo. They are going to experience Dubai at its best and during Christmas as well.
And that's it for the Entertainment News segment here on News 360. My name is Noella Donko.
And thank you, Noella. That's it for the package. Thank you so much for watching the Christmas Eve edition of News 360. I am Martin Asiedu-Date.
And I am Grace Hamwajiman. Tomorrow is Christmas Day. We can't wait to come your way again with another edition of News 360. Good evening.
Bye for now.